Hey, I'm Megan. Welcome back. In this video, we're making 5 different Dollar Tree DIYs. Okay, so I'm totally stoked about this video. Not only are all these DIYs inspired by higher-end stores like Anthropologie and West Elm, they're all really neutral and they do not look like Dollar Tree DIYs. So they can pretty much be used with any style or in any room. For the first DIY, we're using this orb from West Elm as our inspiration. They sell it for $29, but we're not paying that. We're gonna make 2 for about $5. Snatch up 3 of these smaller wreaths from Dollar Tree. You get 2 for $1, so they come in a 2-pack, but we're only using 3, so yeah, you'll have a wreath left over. And these snap apart like really easy, like way more flimsy than Dollar Tree's other wreath forms. So if you do snap one in half, don't freak out, just duct tape it back together. And we only need the larger circles and then the smaller 3 circles. Then snatch yourself up some Dollar Tree rope, which is actually 3 pieces of rope kind of like twisted together. Pull that apart and now you have 3 pieces of 13-foot long rope instead of just 1. Now, if you did have to duct tape your circle, like me, I think it's a best practice to start hot gluing and then wrapping where the duct tape is, or at least that's what I did. And then you don't need to hot glue again until you get to the end and you're finishing off your circle. By the way, like twine would totally work for this too, or yarn or whatever you want to use. Repeat that 3 times. Then all you got to do is just take your circles and make like an X, push them together. Set that aside, snatch up your 3rd circle and push it in the middle, or I guess technically you could push it on the outside too. And then just adjust it so it's even. And this bad boy is done. It's that easy. Now for the larger one, I originally planned on using the pieces of rope we pulled apart, but I changed my mind. I wanted something a little bit bulky and, with some girth to it. So I used the bigger pieces of rope. I end up using 1.5 pieces, but you could totally use the smaller ropes. And you repeat the exact same thing. Nothing's different. And here we go. We have 2 super awesome decorative orbs, which look great really in any room, an office, a bedroom, on the coffee table, and for a fraction of the cost. And by the way, Walmart even sells these orbs for like $7 to $10. And for the second DIY, we're pulling inspiration from this Anthropologie plain old blanket basket and these Anthropologie planters, which go for like $24 to $88. But all you have to do is go to Dollar Tree, snatch up one of their plastic planters and some more Dollar Tree rope. And then once again, listen, whenever you're hot gluing rope, no need to hot glue every single time. So just like hot glue the first line or wrap it a bunch. And then you pretty much just have to like hot glue the last line. By the way, totally ignore where I cut out a hole for the water area. I was thinking I'd put my plant directly in here, but I won't because now we're spray painting it and I thought maybe the chemicals would like mix together the plant. I don't know. Anyways, I used Rust-Oleum's white spray paint. I always have that on hand, but always you can use Walmart's 97-cent spray paint. So go for it if that's what you want to use. And then you just continue wrapping. You're gonna end up using a little bit over 2 pieces of rope or a little bit less than 3 pieces of rope, however you wanna look at that, to finish this entire project. After you're finished wrapping, go back and add your handles. I just eyeball this, I always do. I don't know, even if I were to measure, I don't know exactly how I would measure, but yeah, just eyeball it or measure it if you want to, I guess. And then Dollar Tree's yarn. This part's totally optional though. I love how Anthropologie's baskets will always have like a tassel attached to it. So wrap it around a paper towel holder just to get it even, tied it off at the top with some twine, cut off the bottom, and then just took some more twine and like wrapped it around pretty much like 1,000,005 times until it looked like a tassel to me. And there you go. All you have to do is attach it to your planter. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I absolutely love the way this planter looks. In my personal 100% biased opinion, I think this looks really high end and not like Dollar Tree at all. Once again, my opinion, but I really do love the way this turned out. And my daughter's aloe vera plant looks super cute in the planter. For the third DIY, we're taking inspiration from West Elm. These two trays, wooden trays, are about $50. They're oblong, not a perfect size or style. All you need to do is pick up some brown craft paper from the Dollar Tree or a brown paper bag. Trace out a plate into a circle, cut out your circle, and then snatch up 2 bags of Dollar Tree's wooden branches. Rearrange or arrange your wooden branches onto the little brown circle. And this was like the most frustrating part. It reminded me of like trying to like rearrange my refrigerator on Thanksgiving week, fitting the turkey and the ham and everything in there together. It was horrible, but I mean, this isn't a hard DIY. Then just use some Mod Podge, which by the way, always blows my mind. So like for 2 ounces, you can get that for $1 or like 97 cents at Walmart. But then anywhere else, 4 ounces is $3, and then 8 ounces is $5, but it should be like 2 and 4. So Mod Podge is like the only thing I know of where actually you get more when you buy less. I let that dry overnight, and yeah, it's totally sturdy. So I'm like for real trying to bend on this, and it's not moving. The back part's not the prettiest, but it doesn't matter. And you're probably thinking, okay, cool, Megan, you glued some wood pieces together. I really wanted a tray for my candle holder because it's metal and it gets hot. I use candles like from the fall, from the Christmas, all throughout the year in the clearance section. And I use this candle holder and I wanted a tray for that. So yeah, that's what I'm using it for. But it'd be cute for like so many other things too. Like you could even use it as a riser or for a plant stand. For the fourth DIY, we're pulling inspiration from a bunch of Anthropologie and West Elm pillows that go for like $60 each. But all you have to do is pick up 2 of Dollar Tree's bath mats. And hey, they don't have to match. So the designs can totally be different. Like I got butterfly and then I got like yellow swirls. Totally doesn't matter. And then just cut off all 4 corners of both mats. Then when you're done, fold the corners in. So the top of your mat is now like the bottom of your mat, or really now it's gonna be our pillow. So like the bottom of the mat is now the front of the pillow. And then hot glue or sew the pillow together. What I know from the end of this, I wish I just would have went ahead and sewn this because it's really super easy to do and this ends up looking really high end in my personal, once again, totally biased opinion. Now, Dollar Tree sells some upholstery needles. So buy a bigger needle, or you could also use like a hair extension needle, just something thick enough or big enough where you can get some twine through it. And then you see this little hem right here? You're gonna use that as your guide and just sew the ends together. I promise you, this is not hard. I'm not a seamstress. I don't even know what the name of the stitch is I'm using, but I'm sure you or somebody in the comments will let us know, and then I'll pin that comment so everyone else knows, but it's just like a really basic knot tie around stitch. And it literally took me less than 5 minutes to do both sides. Make sure you do leave the little ends a little bit hanging over, like from each side of the pillow, because we're gonna go back and that's how we're gonna tie our tassels together. So just made a loop of twine and then the 2 ends on both corners, tie the loops to the corners. Does that make sense? Are you still with me? You can definitely see what I'm doing. So yeah, we got a loop, then you're gonna tie some twine at the top, cut that off, and now you got 2 little tassels. Yeah, super easy, super cute. And for real, this can take you like less than 10 minutes to make. Even if you hand sewed this, I think it'd be like under 15. Really not hard at all, I promise you. Now I have an old pillow that I don't like, so I'm taking that apart, but I'm thinking you could use like maybe 4 or 5 bags of Dollar Tree's cotton balls if you wanted to keep this 100% Dollar Tree, but IKEA also has like inner cushions for about $4 that would fit in here just the same. Stuff your pillow and then repeat the same thing on the opposite side now that it's stuffed. And voila, here we go. We have a super cute, neutral looking pillow, natural, and I don't even think that like video or the photos do this justice. I really do love the way this turns out, and it really does look like earthy, boho, farmhouse, Scandinavian type feel. The next DIY, or the last DIY, we're also going to use 2 bath mats, but this time we are using Dollar Tree's yarn to sew up the ends, which is 1,000,005 times easier. So I did end up sewing the inside instead of hot gluing it this time. Then just a Kroger water bottle and wrap around to make a loop. Tie the string at the top, And my goal here is to make like the little tassel poofs that they have on the ends of these pillows you see like in the left corner. And so I did this 10 times total, but 5 for each side. I probably should have like Googled or looked up on YouTube how to attach tassels, but I don't know how, or I didn't know how. So I just took my thread, strung it through, and then just tied it really tight. And that's the best way I can describe it. Really, I was learning as I go. I mean, it was late at night and I didn't feel like Googling learning. I just felt like experience learning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, here's one side, stuffed it just the same, repeated all those steps on the opposite side. I hope that made sense. And this pillow is my all-time favorite. For real, I do not think anybody would guess like, oh, you put 2 Dollar Tree bath mats together to make a pillow. I do not believe anybody would say that. And for about like $3, $5 if you have to buy stuffing or something. This is a really cute pillow. Am I being delirious? Isn't this a cute pillow? Like this one especially, the white frayed edge ones, totally in love with it. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and I will catch you next time, my friend.